This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Welcome to the Retreat Leaders Podcast, your sanctuary with retreat experts, where we spill the tea on retreat success. Here we dive into crafting transformational guest experiences, talk about how to avoid pitfalls, and unlock marketing secrets. Whether you're a seasoned guru or a budding enthusiast, we've got the inside scoop for you. Join us as we learn how to flourish in this magical world of retreats. Hey guys, welcome to the Retreat Leaders Podcast. It's Shannon today, and if you're watching the video, my background looks a little different because I am currently down in Bryan, Texas. If you know anything about Texas, you know that this is Aggie land. And my two youngest children are at A&M right now doing a camp, and so I'm in an Airbnb because I'm transferring from one camp to the next in the middle. Anyway, it's a long story, but I'm at an Airbnb down here, and I'm actually enjoying some work in peace time. And because of this, I really started thinking about something that me and my two friends have been talking lately, my two new friends that I made in France. We've been talking about leveling up. You know, how do you level up as a retreat leader? I'm really building a profitable retreat business like a boss, okay? Because there's so much going on. Let me just start from scratch. Leveling up literally transforms who you are. It transforms you physically, emotionally, mentally, everything. Leveling the hell up. And this isn't about adding more like pillows to your beds that you provide, or, you know, making your goodie bag even more bougie, though we love a good bougie goodie bag. But I'm talking about deeper than this. I'm talking about way more powerful than your workshops or, you know, your layout or your theme. Like, I'm talking about who you surround yourself with. I'm talking about who mentors you. Who do you look up to? Who's your coach? What environments are you placing yourself in? That's what I'm talking about. And I want to start by talking about my trip to France recently. I had the absolute joy of traveling to France, and it wasn't just for croissants and champagne, though yes, please, and thank you, but to teach and learn alongside some of the most incredible retreat leaders and industry pros from literally around the globe. I spent some time with Erin Haig and Allison Kay, who are my two new friends that we've been chatting a lot about, and you're going to see some really, really fucking cool things coming from us in the future. And also other powerhouse women who are redefining what it means to host transformational and profitable retreats. By the way, that doesn't mean that there's not powerhouse men in the industry as well. It just happens to be this group was a whole group of women. Well, we did have two amazing men who were part of it as well. I got to give a shout out to Chef Alan and Matt, who is the retreat coordinator, and they were just amazing. But let me just tell you, that kind of energy of being around these people is contagious. Not just contagious, but like invaluable. Invaluable. And it's not even just the energy, although that is, like I said, it's almost indescribable. But it's the connections and conversations that I had. Hey, it's Shannon here. I'm just popping in really quickly to ask a big favor. Would you pause the show and go review it for us? Please. Reviews really help us to be able to get more guests and more experts on the show to help you transform your retreats. So if you wouldn't mind pausing and leaving us a review, that would mean everything. And if you're not already subscribed, do that too. I came home not just with ideas, but aligned action steps and new partnerships, new friendships. And this is the kind of thing that doesn't happen when you're sitting alone behind your laptop, Googling how to host a retreat. And listen, there's a starting point for everyone, but this podcast today, we're talking about leveling up, okay? This isn't just for the hobbyists. This isn't just for someone who wants to do a one-off retreat. I'm talking about you. I'm talking to you and about those who are wanting to make this a powerhouse business. One of the things that I did for myself was I leveled up, not just with France, which was amazing, but also joining Genius Network. If you're not sure what it is, it's literally one of the most brilliant business networks on the planet. I am a little biased because I belong to it. But being in a room with high-level entrepreneurs who are scaling, innovating, and investing in their growth, It pushes me to rise. It does. You know that saying, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room? Yeah. It hits hard. That's me in my Genius Network group. And I fucking love it. Every time I'm in that space, which we meet once a month, virtually or in person in Arizona, but also throughout the month, there's so many things. Like later on here in another hour, there's a elf marketing virtual thing. Anyway, it's cool. But every time we meet, every time I'm around these folks, it pushes me. It challenges me. And I want to grow. I want the challenge. I want the push. I want to level up. I want the same for you. So what does it look like? What does it look like to level up? Well, it looks like investing in mentorship and coaching. It looks like surrounding yourself with other retreat leaders who are doing the same thing, leveling up. It means attending events and masterminds that light a fire under you. By the way, I do this all year long. In August, I'm going to Powerhouse Women Conference. I cannot wait. And there's a little surprise that me, Erin, and Allison are working on for you. But it also means having a space where your ideas are supported and your strategy is sharpened. It's also a space where you get a little kick in the ass, maybe. Okay? When I'm talking about this, I do want to have a little bit of a warning here. I want to, tell you to beware of the bullshit. There's some BS out there right now. It's in every business. It's in every single category you can think of in any type of thing in the world, to be honest with you. But let's get real for a second, because I've seen a lot over the last 15 years in the retreat space. And in especially the last 3 years or so, there are a lot of new faces popping up saying they're retreat coaches and mentors. And listen, I'm here for it all. I've never said, and I never will, that my program is the only one out there, or that it is the one for you exactly. I may not be for you, and what I teach may not be for you. There are a lot of other amazing people out there, coaches and retreat leaders, that are badass, like Erin and Allison, who truly walk the walk, who have done what they're teaching. But I've also seen the other side, people teaching things they've never actually done. Folks who have only hosted one retreat or none and suddenly selling themselves as experts. Folks who are teaching that they're going to help you make a profit and they've not made a profit. Hey, retreat leaders, pause that retreat planning for just a second because I've got something you do not want to miss. I'm headed to London this October to host a live event that's all about teaching you how to host a retreat that's not just transformational, but actually profitable. Imagine sipping tea or champagne with other like-minded leaders while mapping out your next sold-out retreat. It's happening at the gorgeous Waldorf Hilton in London. I'm spilling all the secrets from pricing to planning, marketing to mindset, and you'll walk away with a strategy you can actually use. No fluff, no BS, just results. So head to retreatmastermindtraining.com and come join me across the pond. Even worse, I've seen content being straight up copied and sold as original. Listen, y'all, do your research. Ask for referrals. Yes, ask for referrals. If you're considering going into a program with someone, even mine, ask me. Ask the other person, can you send me someone I can talk to who's either in your program or have graduated from your program or whatever? Vet out these people. If someone can't back up what they teach with lived experience and integrity, run the other way. There are several out here that are doing some really cool stuff. So it's not like there's just the one person. Vet it out. And since we're on this topic, I am going to talk about my Retreat Leader membership, which is a form of leveling up. It's there if you're tired of spinning your wheels, if you're tired of launching retreat after retreat with inconsistent results. Or, here's a big one, you're tired of feeling like you have to do it alone. That's why I've created my membership program. It's literally for no BS leaders who aren't here to play small. It's a space for people who want to host transformational and profitable retreats. It's for people who want to build a real business around their retreat work. It's for people who want to learn what actually works in marketing, pricing, and filling retreats. It's a place for you to get group coaching, support, resources, tools, and maybe even a little kick in the pants. Okay? You want to be a real retreat leader. That means treating this like a business, not a hobby. That means leveling up. That means saying yes, right? That's what that means. By the way, I'm also going to be in London October 10th teaching an all-day workshop. If you want some information on that, just hit me up and I will give you that information, or you can find it on our website, theretreatleadersplaybook.com. All right, loves, final thoughts. You don't get to the next level by doing the same things and hanging with the same crowd. You have to surround yourself with excellence, with people who push you, with people who challenge you. Invest in your growth. If you're here listening to this and you're like, I can't afford it yet, whatever that it is, there's still ways to invest in your growth. There's still ways to level up. There's still ways to surround yourself with amazing people who are not naysayers, who are not pulling you down. But you do have to be bold enough to say, I want more. I want more. Because that next level version of you, she's already waiting. You just have to show up. You just have to show up. Here's to leveling up. I can't wait to hear about your success. Thanks for listening to the Retreat Leaders Podcast. Learn more at www.theretreatranch.com. See you next time.
Marketing is hard. But I'll tell you a little secret. It doesn't have to be. Let me point something out. You're listening to a podcast right now, and it's great. You love the host. You seek it out and download it. You listen to it while driving, working out, cooking, even going to the bathroom. Podcasts are a pretty close companion. And this is a podcast ad. Did I get your attention? You can reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Libsyn Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a pre-produced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience in their favorite podcasts with Libsyn Ads. Go to libsynads.com, that's Libsyn, ads.com today.